been made about the weight in this fight and rehydration clauses. We're only on Tuesday, but how are you feeling weight-wise?
Weight-wise, I'm great. I'm stellar. This whole 10-day weigh-in for the next day, that's not really going to affect me. And it's definitely not going to dictate what I'm going to come into the ring as, because if that's the reason why they implemented it, because the IBF took that rule away once it's a unification match. So it's definitely something that Golden Boy implemented, so that I'm not sure if they're looking at it as an advantage or what, but it was their doing. And for me, it's not going to affect me because in my last fight, I followed the same procedures and we were good for the last fight. I look forward to doing the same.
Just in that respect as well, the weight limit has nothing to do with the governing bodies. So if Danny came out in over the 10 pounds, it has no relevance to the titles on the line for this fight.
There's penalties, right? Yeah. Monetary penalties.
Yeah.
How much do you think you're going to come in? Because you still have all day to eat lunch and everything else.
Well, I want to come in what I've been my whole training camp, which is about 174, 175. So I want to gain about a good 15 pounds. That's to me where I'm at my optimum. Anything over that, I'm sluggish. Anything over that, and that's with this whole Triple G thing where I came in 180, 85 pounds. If you see me perform at that level, it's not the best. I'm super sluggish. I'm not fast, especially the way I was moving on my feet. You're not going to get a type of performance out of a guy that's overweight. It's not good for your body to gain so much weight after a weigh-in like that and perform. You're not going to be at your best. So 10, 15 pounds for me is, 12 to 15 pounds for me is perfect.
Danny, I've been wondering, the 2 years after the Golovkin fight, you've had to kind of sit on the sidelines in some ways and kind of watch him and Canelo, Golovkin and Canelo go at it. At the same time, you were kind of able to parlay, that performance in the Golovkin fight into some decent paydays from HBO. And I was just kind of wondering, these 2 years, as you kind of watched these two guys go at it, was it frustrating at all for you, or were you kind of satisfied with?
Oh no, I was cool. I knew my opportunity was going to come. I just knew I had to work harder for it, and having a great team to kind of structure my career in the path that I'm getting all these opportunities. I knew one day my time was going to come. I've known that the performance from the Golovkin fight had a lot of guys a little nervous and look at me as, high risk, low reward. But once I got that opportunity to become champion when I faced Sergey Derevyanchenko, I knew that everybody was going to either come for me or accept me as an opponent because I have something to offer to the table, not that I'm just a threat with no belt and they want to look the other way. So I'm grateful for my team for making it happen, but ultimately I just want to thank my team for my ground team, my trainers, everybody who's on the floor with me for sticking by me and putting that hard work with me when, boxing is one of those sports where sometimes if you lose, that might be it. You might not ever get those opportunities again. So I'm just grateful for everybody who stuck with me, especially Eddie and DAZN for stepping up and my man Keith for making the deals that he's been making with me. I'm the happiest fighter. I'm like so extremely excited to have all of these opportunities, and it's really now up to me to go in there and do my job.
You talked at the beginning about not wanting any controversy this time, and let's theoretically say you were to drop a close decision.
Yeah.
Do you feel another opportunity like this will come along, or does it feel like, where you are at this juncture in your career, that you really do have to kind of win this to remain?
No, I mean, the middleweight division is smoking right now. And even though I don't see there being any controversy or me taking a loss, but there's still so many other fighters out there with big fights to be made. So I look forward to, after however many fights I have with Canelo, because there's also a rematch clause in there, that I go out there and fight the best of the best. And I've always wanted to, face top guys. I'm not going to name them right now. I don't want to give nobody no shine, but at the end of the day, I've always wanted to fight these guys in the middleweight division.
The rematch clause, just to clarify, that's for Canelo.
That's for Canelo. Yeah.
Right. He can the zone exercise that, or is it just on the? Do you know if it's just on the fighter?
Canelo.
Okay. Right.
Danny, I just when you referenced Keith, negotiating the contract he did, and of course, most of us think he should be the manager of the century. Maybe rename the award after him. But there's a fine line between getting so much money that you become satisfied and still being hungry. Where do you walk that line? Because you're making this payday. There's an incredible amount of money that'll change your life just this one night. where do you walk the fine line between retaining the hunger and doing, the not sleeping on the silk sheets like Marvin Hagler used to say?
Right. I love that quote, by the way.
And then being able to, be rewarded for the work and all the stuff you've done.
Well, it's all about the mental. It's all about how you view all of these things. And for me, money is just an object now. I mean, yeah, it's a great way for me to take care of my family and have the things that I've ever had, give my son the best life. But I don't look at that as, I've made it, or I don't have work to do. I look at the glory. I know the money comes with it, but I look at beating everybody, I don't like taking losses. That's just point blank simple. So I like to go in there and prove that I'm the best against each and every fighter that they consider to be amongst the top.